Joining us this morning with a CPR demonstration is Mildred Martinez and Serena Tobar, both education specialists with Memorial Hermann Southwest Hospital. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
This is a wonderful conversation to be piggybacking off of the conversations we've been having, but also as we look ahead to this, oh no, Memorial Day already passed, right? We're in the unofficial start of summer. I was thinking that was this weekend. Regardless, we know a lot of folks will be getting out. It's been hot here in Texas. It's just the beginning of the summer months. This is really, really, really important to know as we, go out exploring, swimming, whatever you have.
Yes, I agree with you. Having some knowledge about CPR is very important, especially now in summer season. So we're here to demonstrate how to perform CPR.
Okay. Talk to us. I know too, I've been talking about being a lifeguard, and I think we've had this conversation
Yes.
before, and this was one thing that was constantly changing throughout my career as a lifeguard, and it made me a little anxious because it was constantly changing. So it's really, really, really important to stay up to date with this.
Yes.
Walk us through what it currently is at.
So the most important thing above everything else is safety. So the first thing you want to do when you see somebody down on the ground is just look around and make sure that the area is safe. And then you want to check your patient, right? Check your person that's on the ground. So you're going to tap them and say, hey, are you okay?
To see if they're responsive.
Right, see if they're going to respond to you, right? If they're not responding, then we want to check their pulse. We're going to check it in the neck with 2 fingers, and you're going to feel for about 5 seconds. At the same time that you're doing that, you're going to be looking at the chest to see if you see any rise and fall of breathing. To monitor any movement right here.
Right,
we're looking for movement. If you don't see any movement and you don't feel a pulse, then you want to expose the chest so that you can get in there and really get some good compressions going. So after you've exposed the chest, you'll want to place one hand right into the center of the chest, take your other hand and put it on top, link those fingers together and push hard and fast. You want to push about 2 inches and at a rate of about 100 to 120 beats per minute. So we can think back to the old school Staying Alive from the Bee Gees, but you can also think of things like Baby Shark.
Okay.
That'll help you get to that right rhythm.
Okay. That's really good to know. No more breaths, right?
We are no longer doing the mouth to mouth.
Okay. ABCs. When I was a lifeguard, it was airway,
breathing, and compressions.
And what was it?
Compressions.
Compressions? Oh, I thought it was circulation.
Circulation.
Circulation. Or I don't know. Whatever it is. Is that still applicable?
No, they changed
They changed that.
Yeah,
Okay,
they changed the order of the letters, so now it's CAB, so C-A-B. So you start with circulation, which means compressions.
Okay.
Then your airway.
Okay.
And you're breathing out last.
Okay.
You have to wait until the emergency
responders,
come to do the breathing. So we don't recommend doing mouth to mouth anymore. We need to have the ambu bag.
Okay. No, that's really good information, and I know too. Keeping in mind, this is in place to ensure to buy that time for those emergency responders to arrive on scene to take over from there. You're helping assist them in that process.
Right. Right, and so it's important to also make sure that once you've declared the scene safe, and if there's other people around, make sure you appoint somebody specifically. Don't just say, hey, somebody call for help. Point to somebody. You go call for help.
You have a phone, call 911.
Yes, if you're by yourself, pull that cell phone out, dial 911, put it on speaker, and get started on those compressions.
It really can save lives. For people interested in classes, courses, any thoughts on where they can go? And what's the age? What's the youngest that someone can learn CPR to be certified?
So you go to the American Heart Association website. They have locations all throughout Houston. I believe the youngest will be 18 years old. That's my guess, but I'm not sure. So for any clarity on the information, I would recommend going to their website, ahh.org.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like I was a lifeguard at a younger age, maybe 16, but that was in New York, so it's all different.
I'm not sure what the
times change.
Yeah, they have different levels of certifications. So there is something for everybody. There's, the first aid level, there's the very basic, Good Samaritan, CPR, and then there's your healthcare provider. So the AHA website will give all that information and also places where they can go and get their training.